I'm ready.
Okay, good. We are live. Hey, Facebook world. It's Shannon and John. Oh, no,
John.
I'm going the wrong way. John.
Yep. There's Shannon right over there. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. Happy New Year. We are so excited. Some of you guys might still be in bed after your New Year's adventures. I don't know. But Trinity and I watched a movie last night and woke up this morning so inspired for 2019, incredibly inspired moving into 2019.
Me too. I'm inspired. My hands are a little cold right now because it's like 50 degrees in Phoenix today. Oh,
wow! That's some of these guys from other places are going to be like, "What? What are you talking about? 50 degrees?"
Good stuff.
50 degrees. Hey guys, say hi as you pop on here. Definitely let us know that you're with us. And a couple of things we wanted to talk about this auspicious, it's one of John's words, auspicious days is.
Do I need to grab the dictionary to find the word for everybody?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's like good omens. Like it's an indicator of success. Like this is predetermined for success. It's auspicious. Yes.
Yeah. So I sent out yesterday, if you didn't get it, I sent out my 2018 dump worksheet. And I got so many comments from people that were like, send it to me. I'm super curious now what it is. But it's taking a big dump on 2018, getting that out, creating 2019 is very exciting. It's an awesome workbook. I want you guys to have it for free. We sent it out. And if you want it, just put it in the comments below. And if you're watching the replay, put replay in the comments so I know that you're on here from the replay. I love to see when people type replay. And if you want my 2018 dump workbook, just put in there, yes, send. Or you can put in something funny like, yes, I want to dump or something like that. But it's a
lot of people that want to take a dump on 2018. Yeah. It's over. It's over, baby.
That's true. It's over. It's over. And we have so many exciting plans for 2019. I am so inspired by this year. A couple of big things that are happening. I mean, this year I turned 45. And for me, that's really like a pivot point in my life, right? Like when I think about it, you know, that's like moving into the next, I don't want to say half, I want to say the next 60 or so years of my life, right? Like I've got big plans but that means that there's things that I have to do this year to really guarantee that future, right? To really make sure that that future is there, that I'm creating that future while also enjoying my present. And notice that the past really has nothing to do with that. The past has nothing to do with that. 2019, I want you guys to just think of it. It's kind of like a big whiteboard, right? You have a big giant whiteboard and that's your 2019. It's a blank slate. It's anything you want it to be is 2019, which is so exciting. So exciting. So John, what are some of the actions people can take right now to really make 2019 extraordinary? Right?
Well,
not by luck or fate, or sometimes my Facebook friend Elizabeth Sinclair and I, we laugh about some of the woo-woo stuff. I still laugh, Elizabeth, if you're watching this, I still laugh about the activated devil prostitute or something that some woo-woo chick told you she was making happen or was telling somebody else. It was so funny. But it's not like a woo-woo, thing. It's like, how can you actually be cause over this? How can you be cause over it?
Well, yeah, I think there's plenty of people who gravitate towards, something else is going to do for me, right? And all I got to do is trust in that something else, and then, you know, somehow I'll have success. But the way life actually works, right, is that causes create effects. Effects don't create effects, right? So you yourself have to assign cause to yourself, right? So how can you do that? And of course, I was just talking with you know, some of our team members in our business group that are looking to make 2019 their best year ever. And I said, well, right now, all you've got of 2019 is January 1st. Like, that's it. That's all. This whole year right now is contained in this one day, right? So what can we get done today to have that effect on 2019 or all of 2019 that we have an opportunity to experience right now, which is today, right? So I grabbed this book here, which I know many people have at least been exposed to, perhaps read. I've read it a dozen times. And right in the second chapter, the chapter on desire, Napoleon Hill says, here's 6 things. Just do these 6 things, right? These 6 steps. 6 steps to actually one thing. It's one real thing that we're talking about here. And then you'll have the result, right? Now, of course, that means that we have to do it. And right there with your question, Shannon, was like, what do you have to do? The key word in there is you, right? You, the person who's hearing these words coming out of my mouth right now. And Napoleon Hill says, you know, there's a method by which desire for riches can be transmuted into its financial equivalent. It consists of 6 definite practical actions. And I'll just go through them real quick. First, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It's not sufficient merely to say, I want plenty of money. By the way, we're talking about, you know, Think and Grow Rich, but riches could be anything, right? Is it the weight loss thing? Is it finding love? Is it, you know, any measurable, quantifiable thing that you want to experience, that you demand that experience in your life, right? It's not just about wanting or hoping, right? It's like we're looking for a guaranteed future outcome here. What is it that you refuse to be denied, right? So he said, be definite to the amount. There's no psychological, he said, there is a psychological reason for definiteness, which will be described later in a subsequent chapter. So you can't be vague. Don't be vague about this stuff, right? I think a lot of people have wandered around vaguely, you know, throughout 2018. 2018 is over, right? So it's about definiteness of purpose. So, Shannon, did you want to say something?
No.
Okay, I'll keep going. Second, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There is no such reality as something for nothing, which is a lesson I think a lot of people on the internet could be reminded of, right? There's such a thing as exchange, right? In fact, it's a law. It's a law of exchange. You outflow, you inflow, right? We're talking about, in this case, increasing the currency, right? The money coming in. Well, what do you put out? You put out value and money comes in. So there is no such thing as something for nothing. It doesn't mean you can't get rich quick. In fact, that's the only way to get rich is quick. The alternative is you know, make money slow and be broke like everybody else, right? So do it quickly. That's the point. Third, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Okay, so it's not, you know, 90 days from now. It's, in fact, if it is 90 days from now that you will have in your possession this amount of money, then put the actual date. Don't just think 90 days from now. It'll always be 90 days from now, right? So it's March 31st or whatever it happens to be. Great, nail it down. Fourth, create a definite plan. And Shannon, this is where I think you're going today. Create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once, whether you are ready or not, to put this plan into action, right? So we're talking about being decisive here. And, you know, to decide but not to act is to not decide, right? You'll know that you made a decision because you'll see your feet moving, right? So that's the indicator right there. That's the barometer by which we measure one's decisiveness. No, you're not ready. We get that you're not ready. Napoleon Hill knows you're not ready. You know you're not ready. You got to act anyway, right? In fact, I had a hunch this morning, which I immediately acted on, and it's already bearing fruit. Already. In fact, as soon as we wrap up this live, I got to go help somebody make a sale because they got a sale in the hopper, and they're like, John, can you help me with the tech part of it? Yeah, no problem. I'll do that. Fifth, write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to require. Name the time limit for its acquisition. Time limit. See that? State what you intend to give in return for the money and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it, right? So do you know all that you're going to have to do to reach this amount of money? You may not, you know, some of the plans will continue to crystallize because you're taking action even before you're ready. So more is revealed as we're in action, right? It's not like I know exactly every bit of drama that's going to lead up to that guaranteed future outcome. But I know at least this part of the plan. So you can rewrite this every day, right? As plans crystallize, you can add to it and you can rewrite it. Sixth, read your written statement aloud twice daily. Once just before retiring at night and once after arising in the morning. So you'll start and end your day with the statement read aloud. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of the money. So this isn't just, an academic thing where it's like, all right, now I intellectually understand that, in certain amount of money or a certain amount of, weight loss or whatever it happens to be, appears in my life that, that will be a fact. No, there's actually emotion involved with that. Like, how will you feel now that you've accomplished that goal? The more you think on this, the more you induce those feelings, those emotional states now in present time. And from that position, you act, right? From a position of having, of gratitude, of accomplishment, right? Not of lack, not of want, okay? But from that position, psychologically, physiologically, that you are the accomplisher of this goal. And it's being delivered right on schedule, right? So think about this. I'll give you another clue. And I talked about this with some friends this morning. It has to do with relationships. So like Shannon and I, we have a relationship, right? It's called a marriage. And we are in communication with each other, and we know each other's mannerisms and how we interact with each other. So it's easy for me to visualize myself talking with my wife about, hey, now that we reached this goal, like now what are we doing? So you see, I'm like hitting fast forward on the tape. If anybody remembers what tapes are, right? So I'm hitting fast forward and I'm seeing the end result and the relationships and the conversations and the emotional, experience that I will have, which I'm already intimately involved with. And I'm bringing that into my present time reality as much as I can, right? So you think on these things and you feel the feelings of their reality because they're already relatable to you. And then what happens, right? You operate as if you're already accomplished that thing. You're already that person. Okay. You got to be that before you can do the things that will cause the having that you're looking for. Be, do, and have in that order. And how do you know who you're being? Well, how do I feel? Right. That's the question. I wrote about this in my first book. How do I know who I'm being? Well, if I'm, anxious, upset, pissed off, whatever, well, then I'm being a person who lacks the result that I seek. I'm frustrated, right? So that's who I'm being. Oh, I'm being, grateful. I experienced, gratitude for that which I have, and I can see and feel myself, having, being the accomplisher of these things. Well, now I'm going to make decisions based on that being, right? Like Johann Goethe said back in the 1800s, one must be something in order to do something. It sounds too simple, right? But most people get it backwards. Well, if I only had this, well, then I could do the thing and then I'd be grateful for it. No. Gratitude first, right? Be powerful now. Then you'll do powerful stuff. Then you'll have powerful results. That's the way it works always. So stop talking. Done. Back to you.
I think having, and John, oh my gosh, thank you for sharing this information with everybody because it's so powerful. And people a lot of times will ask us like, what our secret to success is? And this is it. It's really just controlling what we're thinking about, what we're focused on, right? It's not thinking about regrets or disadvantage or, why something wouldn't work. It's thinking about what will work, what is going to happen, what is going to be accomplished. And it's
that's hard. That's discipline, Shannon. It's easy for me to bemoan my circumstances.
It is. It's discipline. And I have to share with you guys because every year, people come about and they want to think of a word that represents their year. And I love doing this. I think it's a really great way to have a theme for a year. And and I made a video. Oh, excuse me. I made a video to go along with my 2018 dump exercise. I'm not going to give you guys my word because you can see it in the video, but the word is so exciting for me. So exciting for me because it's the word that is literally going to, I thought about it. I was like, what one thing, if I change this one thing would make the difference for me to be able to hit my goal. And in the words of Grant Cardone, to hit my 10x goal. Like I set a huge goal for this year that is insane, right? Especially for those of you who know everything I have going on in my life, right? It is kind of crazy, but you have to be crazy. Like you have to do that. The first time John and I said we were going to make $100,000 in a month, people thought we were nuts. Absolutely nuts. There was like, and we did it in the shortest month of the year. We did it the first time we made 100,000 a month. We did it in February, in 28 days, not 31 days, in 28 days, right? So it really is possible when you give your all, when that's all you think about is that possible income. So I want you guys to think about this. Like, and in the video, I'll share with you with my 2008 dump. And guys, I see you guys saying hi and Happy New Year. You're beautiful. Frederick and Gudrun and Nicola, you guys are coming on from all over the world. It's so exciting. I know, Nicola, you're in Spain, and Frederick, you're in the Netherlands, right? So it's super exciting. But I share this in the 2018 dump is, you know, I want you guys to really just today spend time visualizing December 31st, 2019, right? Visualize what you're doing, what party or what dinner you're having, or, you know, what you're doing on that day, and the conversations that you're having that are coming out of that. Like, wow, this year was amazing. This year we did blah. This year I did blah. Like, just really have a vision of who you're talking to, what you look like, where are you? Maybe you're throwing the party, right? Maybe the party's at your house or your new house, or like, what are you doing that you're celebrating, right? Like maybe this year was the year you finally got out of that job that's been killing you, and you 10x'd your job income with a home business, right? And you're telling someone about it, and their face is like, wow, how'd you do that, right? Like, and you're just picturing that. This exercise is so life-changing because you're literally creating your future in your mind. And then you're going to plan it. Then you're going to start to say, okay, what do I need to do? Like, if I seriously want to get out of my job, how much money do I have to be making in a month? What am I going to do to make that money? How many people am I going to have to talk to? How many sales will I have to make? You know, maybe you want to lose 100 pounds this year. Like, what are you really going to have to do? How many days are you going to have to exercise? What foods are you going to have to not eat, right? Maybe you're starting a home business and you still have a job. Well, how are you going to carve out those 2 hours a day? Maybe you're going to have to get up an hour earlier in the morning and stay up an hour later at night, and cut out that hour of TV you watch, or, you know, work during your lunch hour on your business, or, you know, do these things. You're going to really plan this. When you have a plan, you know exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. And it's no longer mind-boggling. It's actually kind of robotic. It's like, wow, okay, I wake up in the morning. This is what I'm going to do. These are the tasks that I have, right? Maybe you want to save $5 million for retirement, right? And your plan backing up from that is, okay, great. How much money do I have to put into my retirement account every month? You're going to want to meet with a good financial planner, a great financial planner, not just a good one, an awesome one that has a gazillion referrals that you can talk to that are like, yes, this guy, my account's growing at 23% or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and you know, like, if I put this amount of money, right? And then you're motivated. Okay, now I'm going to start a side hustle, because if I put $2,500 a month into this retirement account in the next 10 years at this percentage with these investments, I'm going to have, you know, X millions of dollars in there, right? And that gives you a plan that now you're excited about. You're literally creating your future. Your future isn't just happening, right? Your future isn't just happening. You're causing it. You're creating it. That's what planning is, right? Planning is the fundamental key to the difference between getting your goals and not getting your goals. And it also helps you, for those of you who are married and in a family, it helps you work together as a team, because you have your common goals and your common purposes, and you know what your plans are, right? So somebody's not out buying a Ferrari on a whim. They're actually there. It's like, okay, this is what we're building towards, right? And then you create that passive income and you go buy the Ferrari, right? So you can be, do, and have anything you want in your life, but it does take discipline. It does take focusing on your future and really planning it, right? So that you're the creator of it, not it just being created by other people that are now causative in your life. And you're like, what's happening? I don't get it, right? So it's very, very exciting. And you guys just know that John and I know you, whether we've met or not, maybe we've never met in person, maybe we have, but we know that you have infinite potential. We know that. We have seen the most miraculous things occur with people that have gone from being flat broke to transforming into $1 million earners, right? We know you have infinite potential, but that potential has to be expressed in the effort you apply to the plan of your goals. So that's my feedback for today. You guys are amazing. And we love you. We want you to be successful. So apply these strategies, and it's gonna be really great.
I'm excited. What a great year this is.
It is already.
So far, this has been such an awesome year. Wow, we're like halfway into the first day of it, and it's like awesome.
It sure is. Okay, guys, well, have a fantastic January 1st. Be sure to put replay on there. If you're on the replay, let me know. Type it in the comments. Let us know that you're watching the replay. We want to know. We want to hear from you. And I'm going to be sending everybody who leaves a comment here. I'm going to be private messaging you a very auspicious New Year's gift. And so you can get that in your private message. Just know that it's totally free from us. We want to share it with you. It's something that's made a huge difference in our lives. And we want you to have it too. And it'll help you launch 2019 very, very powerfully. So have a fantastic New Year's, everyone.